Hey guys, Mike here. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. There was a time about 7 years ago where I was going downhill pretty fast. Life was crazy. I just wanted to get away. I wanted to be alone. I just spiraled down pretty quick. It was a slippery slope. And it lasted for, I would say, 6 to 8 months where I just stepped out of everything and really took a journey that wasn't good. I just didn't want to be around anybody. I just didn't want to do anything. It was tough. And when God got me out of it, I got this poem. I know it sounds weird, but I got this poem and I totally have forgotten about it until 2 days ago in my morning reading. I was actually reading a book, and something in that book brought that poem back to my memory about that time that I was stuck and just wanting to be alone. And I felt the Holy Spirit tell me, write it down. You got to write it down. So I did. I wrote it down. And so I'm going to share this poem with you. And this poem is basically the thoughts that I had during this time of just darkness and just aloneness and that kind of a thing. And my hope is that these words will somehow reach your heart if you're in that same place. If you're a guy that's just overwhelmed and just wanting to check out, I'm hoping that these thoughts may be your thoughts and it will inspire you a little bit. It's actually pretty hard for me to read because it brings me back to that moment in time, but I'm going to do the best I can. So here we go. It's called When Alone Becomes Your Home. Life is crazy, isn't it? Running here and there, answering texts and emails. It will begin to tear into the days and nights to where I am overwhelmed. But there is still more to do. My life can be such a zoo, having a wife and kids, involving date nights and activities, sports, plays, and drama. It tends to drain my abilities. Well, then there is church, Sunday services, parking teams, Bible studies and events. All this to serve God. I think that's what it means. Then there's what I do for fun. Hanging with friends, a couple beers at the bar, a fun fishing trip weekend, maybe a road trip in my car. Personally, well, you know, who's got time for that? People always demanding my time. This is where it becomes a trap. If I can just get alone, be by myself for a while, I know things would be better. Maybe I would begin to smile. So I tried a few minutes a day, at least getting alone, out in my backyard, without looking at my phone. That didn't help much, so I think an hour will do. Wait till everyone is in bed. My need for alone grew. I need a week away. I know that will do the trick. Go up to a cabin, alone that long, it should stick. Once back to my world, immediately flooded again. All the problems of before, asking, hey, where have you been? That's it, I've had enough. Just check out, 1 month will do. Feeling good about alone, it feels comfortable and true. I'm beginning to like this, where nobody else is involved, just me and me. My heart began to dissolve. Why doesn't anyone ask, hey, where have you been? Not a text, not a phone call. Where are all these so-called friends? Friends that I thought I had, those that would help in time of need. I don't need them anyways. Alone is how it was meant to be. Oh yeah, God, where are you? I will never leave you or forsake you, obviously isn't true. After living a life alone, even when people were around me, the thoughts that I thought were from God were actually what I couldn't see. Because being alone for so long, all the thoughts I could hear and see were really the thoughts that were coming from me. I have come to realize from that time alone that it's not good when alone becomes your home. So take the hour when you can, and a week if need be, but make sure that those times include the God that can see. He sees when your life is crazy and coming apart at the seams. He knows you need some time alone, and with Him, alone can be, filled with life and love from Him. He wants that very much. Include Him in the moments alone, and you will definitely feel His touch. Getting alone is good. It's what we all need. But don't let alone become your home, because alone is what it will breed. Well, I hope this somehow, some way helps you to relate. Maybe you're in that same spot. Hopefully it encourages in some way, shape, or form. And just remember, guys, we're in this together. You don't ever have to be alone. Strength and honor.